Hello everyone, my name is Nancy Araceli Romero and welcome to my emerging technology presentation on gamification. The class is EDUT 522 Emerging Learning Technology. Now, the importance of technology integration. It is important to know that when we introduce technology and implement it in the classroom, we are able to promote higher thinking for our students as they engage in discovery and exploration with real life content application. They're able to make connections from what they are learning to the real life. Also, student engagement and motivation increases, and with technology integration, it supports the learning environment. It also provides meaningful learning when we allow students to participate in problem-solving projects, such as certain tools that I will be explaining later on in the presentations, where students are able to build and share information with different multimedia resources. Also, technology integration promotes collaboration and fosters positive class environments not only with peers, but also with the teachers. Gamification is a learning tool, a learning resource that we could implement again in the classroom. It is based as a game element used in technology, which also is part of a student-centered approach. According to Schaff and Quinn, this approach of adding game elements such as storytelling, problem solving, aesthetic rules, collaboration, competition, reward system, feedback, and learning through trial and error into non-game situations. We also need to keep in mind that some teachers question the adaptation or the adoption of games into their curriculum, but studies do show an increase of class attendance and participation when participating in gamification or any technology resource. Now, I will highly recommend that you watch this short video. It is a TED Talk. It's The Power of Gamification in Education by Scott Hubbard. He is a middle school teacher and he explains the benefits. Please go ahead and click and enjoy the video. Now, the benefits of integrating gamification. Not only is it very motivational, but it stimulates competition. It is also understandable to students. Students also get the sense of accomplishment, and the concepts are retained in their long-term memory. Again, this is engaging for any age, and there are certain tools that are appropriate for different grade levels as well as age. Examples of gamifications in the class could be online educational games found free or with a short license fee. Also, when you are able to provide rewards, you could do that. That's part of the gamification process. When you participate in trivia and riddles, there's also badges or point systems. Board games are also examples of gamification, and you're also able to integrate game systems every time you do that, and you allow them to use whatever game system they have to create something or learn from it. That's also part of gamification, and that could be examples such as the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, their own PC or tablet, their phones, their PlayStation, anything that they have. If you want more information on gamifications or certain tools that you could use, go ahead and click on the link to learn more. Now, I am going to be going over certain tools, and these are tools that you could start looking at them, check them out. I actually use all of them in my class, and you could use them across different content levels. We do have iExcel, MultiMax, Kahoot, Plickers, Minecraft Education, and the Playground Math or Math Playground. go ahead and click on the link to learn more a little bit about them, and it's going to take you to their main page just so you could get used to it. Now, the first tool I will be explaining will be iExcel. iExcel, if the district has it, you have access to them with your students roster. If you don't, if you want to do it as homeschool with your own kids, there is a license fee. You could take a look at it and see the different options. iExcel is actually good as it differentiates instruction. It is available for kinder to 12th grade, and it's available in any content. The kids usually take a diagnostic test at the beginning, and you as a teacher could see what their level is. And then the wonderful thing about iExcel is that it recommends certain skills. So as a teacher, you could do your own skills, assign specific skills, or it assigns it for them based on their needs. Also, for each skill, the students are able to earn certain medals, and they could get up to 4 medals, and it has a score from 1 to 100. If they get a problem wrong, the program explains their mistake, and then the kids get an opportunity to go up. But when they get a problem wrong, their score goes down. So it actually measures their mastery on a certain skill. Also, it tracks the student progress. You could see when they last logged in, how they did, and of course, as mentioned, it does give the recommendations. Go ahead and look go ahead and look at both of the tutorials. The first one gives you a brief explanation of what is iExcel, and at the bottom gives you a tutorial on how kids could see the iExcel and what to do. The next one is MultiMax. Now, MultiMax, there is a small yearly fee depending on the license. I usually get it for my class, and I used to pay about $30 a year. I believe it's now $60. I am not sure, as my school now pays for it. It also differentiates instruction, and it is on any content level. I love the math fluency since it does check, and it also has a lot of word problems. As I mentioned, it does differentiate instruction, and the teacher could also recommend lessons. It does have a live classroom, and in that classroom, students are able to earn certificate, badges, certain goals, and then there is a Hall of Fame. It does keep track of the student progress. It's wonderful also for parent conference where students and teachers as well as parents could see everything that the students have done, and it gives game time when completing certain lessons. So when students are there for a couple of minutes that they're actually engaged and doing their work, it earns them some seconds, and it goes into their bank of game time. So students are able to access game time whenever they earn it. Now, according to MultiMax, students are motivated not only with real rewards, but also a dozen of different motivation modules from badges to game time. And again, there is a video here of how to get started with MultiMax. Gives you a brief explanation, a brief tutorial, and at the bottom there is a student view. On the student view, you could show it to the students as well. What I love about this MultiMax as well is that it also has a diagnostic test. But this diagnostic test starts from kinder all the way until 8th grade. Compared to iExcel, iExcel is K-12, MultiMax is K to 8th grade. But again, it's also the same features as iExcel, where it does give them recommendations of what to do, but you as a teacher could modify it to certain lessons, where they could start at a certain grade level and certain goals, which you could include IEP goals in MultiMax.
Hello.
The next one is Kahoot. Kahoot is also a free version, and there is a paid version. You are able to create short quizzes, and this could be for formative assessment, checking for understanding, and it is almost like it is a game-based program as well. It is timed, but it's also according to the teacher's discretion. You could have 30 seconds to answer a problem all the way to a couple of minutes. And it does create competition. At the end of the Kahoot game, not only do they earn medals, but it gives a little stage for first, second, and third place. And again, it does create competition, high competition, I would say. So there are two videos here. One is what is Kahoot, and the other one is a short guide and tutorial for teachers and for students. Go ahead and click play. That way you are able to see it and see it at your own time. The next one is Plickers, another one of my favorites. This also has a free and a paid version. I love the free version because you are able to save it however many times you want. You're able to create different cards, and it's 5 questions for each section. Now, there is no requirement to have phones or internet connections from the students. All they need is a Plickers card that you could print out. Each Plicker card has a number. That is the student number that they get. And then on each corner, there are letters A, B, C, or D. When you put in your question on the board or on your tablet, whatever it is, the teacher does require internet connection. But the fun thing about this is that when the teacher asks a question, students need to answer A, B, C, or D, but they face it depending on the letter that they choose. Every different student has a different code, so the students can't see exactly what the other student chose because they're all different barcodes. The teacher uses a phone as seen up here, and then just takes like if it's a picture, then the computer tracks it. You're able to see who got the right answer, who didn't. Very fast feedback that you could get. And this is a real-time formative assessment. And again, it does keep track of student response. You're able to see the common mistakes that they made and what the students got. What I love about this is that it is not timed. Kahoot is timed, therefore it does increase some anxiety among students that want to get the correct answer. With Plickers, it is not timed, so you could see who's still missing on your phone. And then once you tell them, okay, give me a response, you could see once they choose and instant feedback if everyone gets it right. The computer does like a confetti, throws confetti, and the kids get happy. Again, go ahead and look at both of the videos to get more information on Plickers. The first one is what is Plickers. The next one is a short tutorial. The next one is Minecraft Education, and this is you're able to apply it in any content area. Very interactive, where students are able to perform in problem-solving skills. It promotes creativity and independent skills. Students are able to play around with this, but they are able to create and use their imagination. It does require a school license or certain license if it's independent. For this one, students, I use it a lot in math and science as I do teach both content. Students are able to create anything and talk about volume, area, surface area, anything of their choice. Also for ratios and fractions, students were able in science to apply, create a world and explain the water cycle. So again, take a look at each video. It explains how they could use it and the benefits of it. Last but not least is Playground Math. Sorry about that. And Playground Math is free, and there's a premium feature depending on the license, available from K to 6. Very interactive with multi-player media, used for review, and you could share it through Google Classroom. These are my references, and again, I hope you enjoyed it.